by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
30-yard line.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 12 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Carr's pass.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Herbert.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Mike Williams. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At their
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man is Switzer, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. Caught it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely not going to lose the football at this juncture. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Adam Vinatieri for the extra.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A carry here for the big tight end. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
On the tackle.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On first down, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
First down.
Carr now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Hits by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Chargers.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Aguilar has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Carr throwing on target to Aguilar. A gain of 6 there on first. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Carr now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Lost it, fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
10, Chargers 7.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive could pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers.
1st and 10.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for a short little pass.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to knee. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
24. Raiders.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Ryan Switzer on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard
So
line.
here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 28, Josh Jacobs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. They'll find Williams on the slant. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone. And
this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll throw with Carr. That's
complete to his tight end, Waller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
46 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And then it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now the drive starts with the completion out to the right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's caught inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd
and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
football back. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now this is the third-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.